Today's news. Today's news.
Stars turn out in presidential race.
I want a president who reveres the Constitution.
Candidates push for turnout.
Vote Republican up and down the ballot.
Life on the southern border.
Cultural and economic ties to Mexico.
Good morning. I'm Steve Kathan with the CBS World News Roundup.
I get up in the evening.
Bruce Springsteen headed a star-studded rally in Atlanta for Vice President Kamala Harris as Election Day closes in. Here's CBS's Nicole Killian.
The nation's first black president and the first female vice president of color joining forces.
America's ready to turn the page. Georgia, we're ready for a president, Kamala Harris.
As a certain former president would say, yes, we can.
Barack Obama urging the crowd of more than 20,000 to vote for Vice President Kamala Harris and reject former President Donald Trump.
Just because he acts goofy does not mean his presidency wouldn't be dangerous.
It's either Donald Trump in there stewing over his enemies list, or me working for you, checking off my to-do list.
Meet me in the land of hope and freedom.
From Bruce Springsteen to actor Samuel L. Jackson
We are not going back.
and filmmakers Tyler Perry and Spike Lee.
We fight.
The event drew an all-star cast as the Harris campaign seeks to mobilize key parts of its coalition.
CBS's Caitlin Huey Burns is with the Trump campaign.
Hello, Las Vegas.
Campaigning in Las Vegas, former President Donald Trump sounded confident of victory.
We are leading by so much.
Trump responded to comments from his former chief of staff, John Kelly, who said Trump would govern as a dictator and fits the definition of a fascist.
I fired him. He was a bully. He was a bad guy, and he ended up being a weak guy because all bullies end up being weak.
Trump also told a conservative radio host that if elected, he would immediately fire special counsel Jack Smith, who's prosecuting Trump's efforts to overturn the 2020 election and his holding of classified documents.
I would fire him within 2 seconds.
Campaigning in Arizona, Trump escalated his own indictments of Vice President Kamala Harris.
Kamala's migrant invasion disqualifies her from even thinking about being president. We're like a garbage can for the world.
Police in Washington state have now charged a 15-year-old boy in the shooting deaths of his parents and 3 siblings. CBS's Carter Evans has the latest.
Police say the suspects called 911 out of breath and claimed that it was his 13-year-old brother, Benjamin Humiston, who had, quote, just shot my whole family and committed suicide, too.
The RP's not saying that the brother had shot at all the other family members?
But as that was happening, a second 911 call was coming in from a neighbor.
The sister who was living in his house is now saying that our caller is the one who was the shooter. That was why she left the house.
According to investigators, the 11-year-old survived gunshots to her head and neck, pretended to play dead as the suspect stood over her, and then managed to escape running to the neighbor's house with a stunning allegation. She told police the suspect shot her and her family with a silver Glock handgun that belonged to their father.
Now to Los Angeles, where County District Attorney George Gascon is recommending that the Menendez brothers be resentenced and be eligible for parole 35 years after they murdered their parents.
We're very sure not only that the brothers have been rehabilitated and that they will be safe to be reintegrated in society, but that they have paid their dues.
Many relatives of Lyle and Eric Menendez have called for their release. They point to evidence that indicates sexual and physical abuse at home. A judge and a parole board will weigh the matter next. More fast food chains are taking raw onions off the menu after the deadly E. coli outbreak that's linked to McDonald's Quarter Pounders. CBS's Nancy Chen.
The parent company for Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, and KFC says it's proactively removed fresh onions from menus at select locations. McDonald's said yesterday California supplier Taylor Farms was the source of the fresh onions used in the affected burgers. Taylor Farms says it tests products and has found no traces of E. coli.
4 minutes after the hour.
Well, that's today's news. Today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these dash cam news adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody.